Welcome to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about everything Ethereum. We talk about price, we talk about play to earn, we talk NFTs and projects. Today I want to talk to you about perspective on the Ethereum price relative to the Bitcoin price. Just want to take a look back at our previous all-time high on Ethereum versus our all-time high on Bitcoin, and just give you a little bit of perspective as to what's going on right now and what to expect as we move into the final legs, or what I think will be the final legs of this end of the 4-year cycle on Bitcoin, and what could possibly come for Ethereum moving forward. So if you like this content, please smash up the like button, hit the subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell to not miss out on future All Things ETH content. So let's jump into the charts here, guys. So the last time we were at all-time highs for Ethereum was, the exact date was May the 11th. And just wanted to give you a correlation. May the 11th for Bitcoin was quite a bit different. Let's see where we're at. May 11th would have been the last time we were heading back down. Was the day before we were heading way back down for Bitcoin. We went all the way back down to under 30K. On May 11th, Bitcoin was at just under $60,000, which it was just under 60,000 earlier this week, or last week rather, on Friday. And so all-time high for Bitcoin is April 14th. So let's see where Ethereum was on April 13th. Pardon my scrolling here. Where was Bitcoin? Can we even see it? April 13th was the all-time high for Bitcoin, and Ethereum was at just over $2,000. Let that sink in for just a second here. Let's talk about this and just see where we could possibly go. The last time Bitcoin was at all-time highs at $64,000, that's, you know, roughly $4,000 away from where we're at right now, 3,000 and some change. Ethereum was just over 2K. In fact, it dipped back under 2K shortly after that. So if we're about to hit our recent, you know, if Bitcoin with the ProShares ETF coming out tomorrow, and we see a price of $61,000 currently for Bitcoin, where do you think we're going to be at all-time highs for both Bitcoin and Ethereum? That is crazy, you guys. So just trying to wrap our heads around this. I haven't calculated my exact target yet. I do think we'll be somewhere in the $10,000 range for an Ethereum, maybe even closer to 12 to 14. Now, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just my opinion. I think we could easily see 8 to 10K before the end of this bull run, if not much higher. And really all depends on where Bitcoin's going. A lot of people that I watch are big, Bitcoin maxis, and that's why I started this channel. I wanted to be the Ethereum, TA guy, and I know other people do that. Crypto Jeb does some great Ethereum TA, but he also does a fair amount on Bitcoin and other coins. So obviously Bitcoin leads the market, guys, but just think about what an altcoin season could do once Bitcoin hits its top. So if we see a top out, and hopefully it's really obvious, it should have been obvious to me when Ethereum shot from 2,000 to 4,400, within a month and a half, essentially, or even a month. April 18th to May 13th was the bottom of the correction from the Bitcoin all-time high down to a correction right around $2,000, all the way up to 44K or 4,400, over double. So what we want to look for, guys, is Bitcoin coming down, correcting a little bit, getting a bounce, a dead cat bounce now, which may not be apparent to us. When it happens, it's going to happen fast. So once we get our blow off top on Bitcoin, we're going to see a correction. Ethereum will correct too, but then we'll see an altcoin season that will literally blow our minds. So watch out for Ethereum. Watch out for Bitcoin to go to 100,000. 100,000 is pretty commonly the accepted, conservative estimate for Bitcoin at the end of this alt season, especially with the ProShares ETF coming out and many others coming out in the next couple weeks that have also applied through the SEC. I think once we hit a Bitcoin, $100,000 Bitcoin, we will see an alt season within the month for sure. You'll see Ethereum rocking, just skyrocketing, right? And once that happens, be ready and start scaling out. If you're a big ETH holder like I am, we'll want to really scale out soon and quick after that massive correction. I'm expecting some sort of correction around $100,000, and once we see that correction, once we get a 15 to 20%, let's see what Bitcoin did here. At the top last time, yeah, this is going to be massive. We saw a correction of 26%. If we see a correction of over 20%, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready on the ignite button for my sales of my Ethereum, because within a couple of weeks we will see a blow off top on the alts, and Ethereum will be the first one to go because it's the biggest alt. So just a heads up there. Let's talk about ProShares. ProShares is the Bitcoin ETF that's coming out. ProShares does a lot of financial instruments, a lot of futures and derivatives, ETFs. Some that are spot, but mostly future oriented. The ticker for the new Bitcoin ETF will be BITO. You will see it in TradingView if you have it. BITO doesn't show up today. It will hopefully show up tomorrow. I think we'll probably see it either at opening bell, or we could see it a little bit later in the afternoon, but be looking for that tomorrow. I do expect this to be the catalyst to really launch Bitcoin past 64,000 within the week, very likely, and then the sky's kind of the limit from there. I mean, 100,000 is really what we're long-term target for, at least for the end of the year is. Some people are saying that's going to be a longer cycle. Historically saying each cycle has gotten longer, each 4-year cycle, especially the bull run at the end, has gotten longer, guys. So it wouldn't be surprising, since in 2017 we saw the end of the bull cycle right at the end of 17 in December. Previous to that was 13, right? November of 13. So November, December. This alt season could easily come in January. In fact, that'd be really fantastic from a tax perspective, to be honest. If we could wait to sell the majority of our stakes in, and guys, I highly recommend you look into scaling out once we hit the 1.618 fib retracement on this bull run. I think we're definitely going to start wanting to scale out as close to 90,000 as possible, as far as if you're holding Bitcoin. But then waiting and seeing where ETH ends up. I would expect ETH to be, nearing 8,000, before we even see the blow off top there. So just with the economies of scale, the way Bitcoin is going to affect all the other coins, the amount of money that's going to go into Bitcoin in the next 3 months, and then dump and just supercharge the run on alts, we could see a massive run up. So just thinking about it out loud, guys, I think if we hit 100,000 in Bitcoin, we will easily hit 12 in Ethereum. But again, not financial advice, just my perspective. I am personally going to start scaling out a little bit sooner. I feel like we're going to have a correction on the way up, so I am going to be selling some of my, taking some profit around $5,500, $5,600 in Ethereum, with the intention of reinvesting if we come back to 44 to retest the all-time high, maybe even down to 5, just a little bit of correction. If I can get a 10%, it'd be fantastic. 10%, 20% correction, that'd be fantastic. But I do intend to scale out some around $55,000, $56,000 right here at the 1.4. So anyway, talking about ProShares again. ProShares is very interesting. They're pretty much all ETFs. They're products. I'll go over the products here. If you're into some volatility, which I don't honestly recommend, you might enjoy trading on Femex or something like that a little bit more if you're into Bitcoin and crypto. I have done some trading on like the QQQ, which is a 2 times leveraged. Nothing like you can do on Femex, obviously. Most people are doing 5x plus over there, but with the ETFs, things move really fast, and I just wanted to show you that real quick. One that I follow is the UVXY, or the 1.5x of the volatility in the market, and trading these can be pretty interesting, pretty quick. So if we ever see a little bit more worry in the market, you see these jumps. See back here, and gosh, that's March. I want to look at something a little bit sooner, so let's not look at the monthly here. Let's go back to the 4-hour. Scale this back to where it should be. Pardon me. So back in September, we had a little bit of volatility. I just wanted to show you kind of the extremes and how quickly things can change here. I think around this time is when we started seeing a little bit of a dip in the Dow and NASDAQ and S&P up right around, I think, yeah, it was in this neighborhood, September 20th, right? We saw this dip in the Dow. Let's look at the S&P. Yeah, the S&P drops September 20th. And if you look at the UVXY, September 20th is when we saw the peak, right? So check out this peak. Look at how much of a difference this is. I mean, you can look at it, just do the quick math in your head, but 17.62 is where we're at right now. If we roll that all the way up to the peak, that's a double. I mean, 75%. That's almost a double up in, less than a month. Obviously, that's heading down. If you're shorting, it's the way to go. And you can short this if you have a brokerage account in like TD Ameritrade or E-Trade or one of these things, and just something interesting. And if you're longing, if you see a little FUD coming into the market, I believe this was probably the that Chinese real estate firm that's really threw some FUD into the market, Evergrande, and you can see a 44% jump in a hurry if you're watching this, guys. And so just hearing a little news, if you ever hear any FUD, like major FUD news, I highly recommend checking this out if you're feeling risky. But I only watch it. I've traded the VIX a little bit. The UVXY is a little bit nuts at 1.5. and these can really move quickly, and then they come back down in a hurry too. So I was a day trader primarily last year for a good part of the year. Really got me through the pandemic, and this is why I'm in crypto today. I was highly into tech stocks last year, traded some trade a little ultra shorts and ultra longs on the natural gas market for a little while last year. Learned a lot there, made some money, lost some money, ended up making a good amount on Delta after the crash last year, and Tesla as well. So just giving you a little background on what I do and what ProShares. I just want to give you a little context as to what ProShares does. So that is it. We have a lot of ETFs. A lot of them are leveraged. Some of them are triples, as high as triple. Some I might have even seen a 4x in here. I don't think. Nope. All doubles, triples, 1.5s. Quite a few that are just 1 for 1, but we are going to see this BITO coming on the New York Stock Exchange tomorrow at some point, and I think it's going to be massive for the price of Bitcoin, and I'm excited to see what it does to Ethereum. Just to wrap up, guys, I do think we're going to see ETH lag behind the growth of Bitcoin over the next month, maybe even a month and a half. We will see growth. Don't get me wrong, we will see growth, and we will see good growth. We will be above all-time highs here in the next month likely for Ethereum. We might stick here and consolidate around $4,000 for up to a month and a half, kind of similarly to what we did way back here. We stuck around $2,000 from April, saw some volatility late April. We hit 2,000 the first time in February, if you remember. We're just underneath it at 18, came up, so we did see a good ramp here. We saw a little correction. This is the correction that I'm looking for. This sort of correction is what I'm looking for from Ethereum when we start heading up for Bitcoin. So April 15th, let me just check this again. April 15th is when the first time we were over 2,000, or really concisely over 2,000 for Ethereum. April 15th, was that all-time high? Yes. April 13th, 14th, and 15th was all-time high for Bitcoin. So just be patient, guys. Be patient. If you're a big-time ETH holder like myself, I do have a significant amount. In fact, most of my net worth is in Ethereum right now between retirement and liquid. Outside of my house, it's my largest investment for sure. And I have more in Ethereum than I have in equity in my house, to be honest. So we're looking at Bitcoin reaching all-time highs, and then some very soon. And once that happens, within a couple weeks to 3-4 weeks, we will see the top of Ethereum for sure. So look for Bitcoin to start heading up really soon with the ETF announcement, and then be wary of any corrections coming up for Ethereum. I could see us easily heading up to this 55, the 1.414 fib retracement is where I'm expecting to be at when Bitcoin is heading up towards 100. So could be a couple weeks, could be a month and a half. I do think by the end of October we could be there. It's possible. Early to mid-November is probably more likely that we hit $5,500 in Ethereum, seeing close to $100,000 in Bitcoin, and then getting a massive pump for an alt season when Bitcoin starts heading down. So that's my strategy for the end of the year. And with that, thank you very much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe to this video. If you like coffee and crypto, go to friedrichscoffee.com and pick yourself up some roasted to order, fresh, amazing coffee from Friedrichs Coffee. Get a 12-ounce bag, throw it in your cart, put in code FREESHIPUSA at checkout to get the price of your shipping taken off of your order, and we will ship anywhere in the continental United States. So if you like coffee and crypto, go there to support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.